Hey, what is going on, guys? It's LittleBigness here, and I'm here to bring you our GPC Season 6 Week 4 battle. We are going up against Jack, the coach of the Melbourne Victory Star. I hope you guys can enjoy Week 4. Sorry, it's post-com. Time zones are a thing. I had to battle really late at night, and I just couldn't do a live com. Hope you guys can respect that. GPC, one thing I've noticed is it's tough to get these battles in. A lot of different people in different time zones. And the Saturday upload day definitely doesn't help that, because I feel like Saturday is just such a great battle day. And having it happen on the weekdays, you know, I get that you don't want to have the same upload day as the GBA or something like that on Sunday. And yeah, no, I get that, but the thing is, like, having the battle on the weekday, it really challenges you, especially with these guys in different time zones. Because there's so many people in Europe, you know, where almost right when I get home every day on the week from high school, you know, they're in bed. But anyway, I should stop rambling about that. We're going to tell you about the team really quick. I knew I had to beat him with sticky webs because he had Tapu Koko, Victini, and Greninja, and I couldn't beat them with my defense, so I decided I'd want to bring sticky webs. So I brought a Modest Manectric. Along with that, a Sheer Force, Life Orb, Lando Eye with knockoff and substitute. A Rindo Berry Swampert, just in case I needed that defensive backbone. What is it? Steelium Z, Hydreigon. Let's get that Corkscrew Crash on the Audino. And a Nasty Plot Azel. So we're going to get right into the battle right here. I'm going to play this on slow in order to commentate a bit better. I was shocked they didn't bring Victini or Tapu Koko, especially Tapu Koko. That thing ripped through my team. Alright, so I lead off the Leavanny, and I'm hoping he doesn't lead off the Mienshao. There's the Mienshao. Of course it happens that way. And he decides to go BAM! And I wanted to be scarfed because I was sashed. And if he was Life Orb Regenerator, I knew I was screwed. So then he goes for the Fake Out, and I can't get my webs up, and I'm pretty pissed about that. So I got to switch out. And I decided to go into Swampert because I thought this might be the only thing that could take a hit. And it's not really useful because I brought this for the Tapu Koko and the Victini. So he goes for the Poison Jab, and that poisons me, of course. Sludge Bomb and Poison Jab always poison, by the way. Unless you're unless you use Sheer Force Pokemon. But anyway, he goes into Decidueye, and I decided to go for the Stealth Rocks right here because I wanted to get them up and test to see if the Decidueye was Defog. I knew it was probably likely that it was Defog. But that was the only hazard remover he had on the team, so I thought even if he brought it, it might not have the hazard removal. But it made more sense considering that I had Fortress and stuff, so he goes for the U-turn, not expecting me to stay in, but I had the Rindo Berry, so I was pretty comfy with that. And he went to Registeel. This was a good play right here. He probably expected that I had the Ice Punch, and I did have the Ice Punch in order to hit that Decidueye. But, you know, that kind of got wasted. So I didn't want to stay in Earthquake the Registeel. And I thought this would be a good chance to get my webs up with Leavanny, so I decided to go out to Leavanny. And he decided to switch out into Decidueye, and I'm like, ooh, that's actually pretty good. Probably because he wanted that in on my Swampert, which makes a lot of sense, expecting me to go for the Earthquake. But this way I'm able to knock off the, right as I did the move, knock off, yeah. I'm able to knock off the Decidueye. I had the leftovers, but those are gone now. He went for the Defog, so he did have it. And I need to get this thing out. I couldn't let it roost up, so the Decidueye goes down. I'm happy about that. But too bad my Swampert isn't really a defensive response to anything, so getting the Decidueye out doesn't matter too much. It just means I can get my webs up. So he brings in Greninja, and I don't want to get knocked out today. So I go into Swampert, sacking it off, because I knew it was basically useless at this point. I could have gotten rocks up, but that's about all I could have done, and I didn't want to sack anything else, so there goes the Swampert. Sorry, Hasty, you're gone. Hasty Swampert, shout out to him. Now I go into Manectric, and I'm bluffing that I'm faster. I actually turned out later on to be faster. Spoilers. But I was modest, so I expected to not outspeed, but I did outspeed. Anyway, I was bluffing there, and I went for the Volt Switch. I should have gone for the Thunderbolt. That was a bad play right there. He's getting out. He's not the best thing to have happen. So I go into Azelf. And I kind of regret what I did here. I think going into Manectric wasn't necessarily the best play just to take the Fake Out. I should have just taken the Fake Out and stayed in. And then expecting him to switch or something like that, I could have nasty plotted up. But he goes for the Fake Out, and right here, I'm saying let's go for the Thunderbolt, I believe. Yeah, so I go for the Thunderbolt because I know it hit everything hard. And the odd no takes 37% from it, which is a lot of damage. And then it takes 33% the next time. And I get the Para. And he gets fully parried. He saved one for the Wish right there, so that's kind of a big deal. He Mega Evolves, and I believe this was a low roll right here. I should have calculated this before I got into recording this. But that Thunderbolt did 29%. I left the odd no at 1%. I was pretty pissed about that. Because it's like, really? Come on, just knock it out! Because then that let my Hydreigon, you know, kind of roam free. But anyway, I go to leave Annie because I knew he was going to go for Protect, and I was like, this is a good time to get my webs up. So I decide to get my webs up, and, you know, I'm happy about that. So he brings in Greninja, and again, I have no switch into this thing. So it's like, what's my sack? And Leaf Annie's my sack at this point. It doesn't really have any usefulness besides getting up the webs, because Leaf Blade, Knockoff, and Magic Coat do not do well against everything else there. So, gotta let it go, you know. So I go into Manectric, again trying to bluff that outspeed, and it turned out that I did outspeed. And I should have gone for Flamethrower right there, that would have been nice. I got Thunderbolt and a Para, I'm getting lucky with my Paras. He gets me with an Ice Beam, I go down to 3%, he goes down. So that's a pretty big deal, and I forgot to take the Leave Annie out. Okay. And then Greninja's down too. Alright, so he goes into Registeel, and I should have gone for the Flamethrower here. Volt Switch was a very, very, very bad play. I am stupid, I am stupid, I am stupid. Remind me that I am stupid, please. Because I forgot that I could not bring my Manectric back in if I switched out, because he was going to get his rocks up. It's pretty obvious too. He was either attacking me or getting his rocks up, and I should have just attacked it, hit it hard while I could. But I decided to make a stupid play, and then I get Thunder Waved! And I'm like, shit! I went for the Dark Pulse just thinking that he might switch out, fearing the Earth Power of the Fire Blast, but he did not fear it at all. So then I'm in right here, and I go for a Dark Pulse, does 10%, does nothing to this Audino. And then I decided, I want to go for the Corkscrew Crash and just knock it out, but of course not. I can't knock out the Audino. So here he goes for the Protect, which is pretty obvious that he'd go for Protect. So I just go for Flash Cannon. Maybe I should have not showed it and gone for like Earth Power, but doesn't really matter too much. That full pair really hurt me though. I could have had this Audino out 2 times. One with what I believe was a damage roll, one with a Corkscrew Crash. Then I decided to sack my Manectric because I did not want to take a Dazzling Gleam. That's just the truth. So here I go into Azelf. Let me take out my Manectric from this layout. So I decided to Nasty Plot up because I expected to have Flamethrower or Ice Beam for my Lando or Fortress. And are you kidding me? Oh. Okay, this is the only thing I have to complain about, like, a bunch. Okay, you know, the damage roll and the Corkscrew Crash full para, whatever. This, I'm so mad about this. I can't even describe how mad I am about this, because I looked back and I was like, wait, why the fuck did he have Thunder Wave? He can't touch my Fortress, which is, you know, I thought it was a pretty likely bring to his team. You know, it checks Decidueye. Could be a good response against Mienshao. Sets up hazards when he only has one hazard remover, and it's a defogging Decidueye, which isn't even the best hazard remover. So he runs Thunder Wave, and I look at this, I'm like, why? Okay, so he's got Victini, which is probably what he wanted to run Thunder Wave for in the first place. Maybe Decidueye or Mienshao, you know, those are the possibilities. And I look, what outspeeds these things? Mega Manectric can't get Thunder Waved. Lando I can't get Thunder Waved. The Thunder Wave was only for the Azelf, really. That's how I see it. But, and maybe if I brought a Scarf Hydreigon, that's a scenario where it could have. But I have the Z Crystal on the Hydreigon. We've got these rules where you have to bring the Z Crystal 4 times, which I believe is a horrible rule, by the way. But it's just trial rule, so I'm not too against it. You know, it's just kind of like whatever. But yeah, I was just so pissed about this. Like, why don't you have Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Ice Beam? It confused me. But he got rewarded for it, so let's just keep on moving on with the battle. I'll stop being salty from this point forward, I swear. Alright, so then I've got this Nasty Plot up, and I decided to go for a Size Shock to get some big damage on that Audino. And at this point, it can't Wish up, because I beat it 1v1. I go for the size shock and get the Registeel out while he sacks it. So that was a good play right there to sack the Registeel. He goes Mienshao, and I know I can't take a hit from this thing. And now that I'm parried, I can't outspeed the Mienshao, so that's a huge problem. Chatot would have outsped me, though, actually, because it ended up being Scarf. Sorry for the spoilers. I keep on using the spoilers, and I hate it. So then he goes for the high jump kick, knocks me out, and gets rewarded for, well, he probably could have knocked me out with a poison jab. You know, it is what it is. I can understand the high jump kick, maybe predicting that I'd go into Hydreigon or something like that. But the Azelf is gone. And I go into Landorus, and I'm clicking Sludge Wave. It knocks out, 2 KOs everything here. So he decides to bring in his Audino as his sack, which was a proper play right here to sack the Audino. So, well done right there, Jack. I wish we would have sacked the Chatot, though, or the Mienshao, because those were the threats. Why couldn't you choke, Jack? Why couldn't you choke? Alright, Scarf Chatot. I was hoping it was sashed, honestly. Boomers. I'm gone. I'm down to 4%. I did knock it out with the Sludge Wave, but the thing is, Fake Out can knock me out. If I would not have been in Fake Out range, for example, I would have had this game on lock, because I would just Earth Powered this Mienshao. But nope, Fake Out, Lando Eye, you're gone. And then Hydreigon decides to come in and get bodied by a high jump kick. So that's the battle. I'm 1-3. I'm not really happy about it. In case you can't tell, I'm going to be hauling ass in order to start getting some wins. And of course, this 1-3 slide comes at a bad time, where I have all must-win games from now on in order to get in the playoffs. I think 6-3 is the mark. That's just what's realistic. I could sneak in at 5-4, but it's unlikely. So, yeah, pretty sad about that. Next week, of course, we go against the top player in the league. We go against Eric, the coach of the Seattle Onyx. One of the Battle of the Seattles, because we have 3 Seattle teams in this one conference in the GPC. Of course, I'm the only one from Seattle, though. I'm just going to say, oh, I'm the only one from Seattle. I share the Seattle teams, if that ever comes to be a thing. Even though I've got the, there was an argument brought up by the alliteration team name. Oh, well. But yeah, we go up against Eric, and he's got a really threatening team. I'm scared of Tapu Bulu. I'm scared of Jirachi. The dog, the Zygarde 10%. Yeah, and he's a very good battler. So I'm going to have to haul ass in order to start winning. Not really happy with how the season's been going. I think I've got my team in the right position. I think Toxapex really weighed me down, but I feel like I have a lot more options now that I have things like Sticky Webs, a Belly Drum Slurpuff, and a Swampert that can just be defensive on both sides and also set rocks. I needed another rock setter, so that was really nice to have. But anyway, I think that's just about it for the battle. Anyway, the music also is it's a remix of Ice Cap's snowboard theme for Sonic Adventure, a Genesis remix that was used in the games actually. And also, I forgot to go over the transactions on the channel. I did get Swampert, Leavanny, and Slurpuff, and drop Toxapex. That's why I did. Because I wanted webs, I wanted a fairy type, and I still wanted a bulky water, and those were the things that were just there. So, it worked out. I think Lando Eye is really good with webs as well as Hydreigon. But yeah, it's time to go in. So, you're going to be seeing the best from me from this point forward. I'm going to try and mitigate my misplays, my mispreps, and also try and pull my inner A drive out and just come out from this horrible losing streak, play like shit, but then at the end of the season, he makes this immaculate run, goes into the playoffs, and wins the championship. Of course, that's what I dream will happen, but it's unlikely. If I can do, 5-4, I'll be happy. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.